I am so excited you're here, as always. Comparison is the thief of joy, said Theodore Roosevelt. Triggers could also be said to rob your joy. And you know what else steals joy? Stepping on a Lego with no socks on. But let's talk about the first one. How do we avoid comparing ourselves to others? Simple. Get in your zone. Now, what's the zone, you ask? No, it's not the Twilight Zone. Although, if you watch the news, it feels like we live there. Your zone is where you're doing things that align with who you are, your values, passions, talents, and skills. It's where time flies, joy multiplies, and you're too busy thriving to care about what Tim from accounting is doing on Instagram. Take my mom, for example. She used to say, "I'm on cloud 9," as she beamed with happiness, joy, and elation as if she was floating in air. My mom had bipolar disorder, so a lot of extreme highs and lows, but when she was on cloud 9, it was inspiring to me. I loved it. It made me think, how can we all find that kind of joy consistently? What's the recipe for cloud 9? Spoiler alert, it's not comparing yourself to Julia. At LiveSwell, we believe certain key areas, faith, family, business, or your career, health, and happiness hold the magic for living an epic, smile-filled life that you love. Picture yourself at 90, could be scary for some of us, sitting in a rocking chair, grinning like you just won the lottery because you've packed your life so full of great memories. Let's dive into the zones that make that happen. Health zone, move it or lose it. For me, kickboxing, Zumba, ballroom dancing, and weightlifting are the ticket. There's just something exhilarating about mastering the technique and then getting lost in the zone. That's when I really hit my cloud 9. Aerobics, I just keep checking the clock, wondering when it's gonna be over. And push-ups, nope. I'll swap those out for literally anything else. Thank you, Army. Find what makes you feel alive. What's your move? And what totally deflates you? Burpees, maybe? Happy zone, what lights you up? I'll take an inspirational story over sci-fi any day. There's nothing like watching people rise from the victim to the victor. It reminds me that the human spirit is unbreakable, unless you get stuck and give up, of course. Reading is another big one for me. I've been devouring business, self-development, and leadership books since I was 15 when I began my entrepreneurial journey. I have hundreds of physical books and over 100 Audible titles because learning and growing make me happy. Progress is joy. And then there's adventure and alone time. I'm an introvert. Being around negativity, for me, that's a joy vacuum. What's your happy zone? What makes you float and pops your bubble? Knowing what you don't like can be the first step to figuring out what you do love. Career and business zone. In the Army, I learned I love creating systems that would help every soldier be successful, finding operational efficiency, and then coaching others. I'll spend countless time in the details to generate systems that help others. Even if you're not in your dream job yet, start dreaming big, then take action to find or create that job. If there are aspects of your business that drain you, find an employee who thrives in those tasks. You've got this. Family zone, quality over quantity, but I'll take quantity as often as I can get it. For me, it's game time full of squeals and laughter, teaching my kids, exercising together, and watching them thrive in their own zones. Marriage isn't always easy, but overcoming our emotional wounds and becoming trigger-free makes it stronger and more enjoyable, and I love embracing that journey with Ben. Family time fills my cup. What fills your cup in your family experiences? And what drains your cup? Faith zone, my ultimate lifeline. Faith has been my anchor through tough times. Knowing there's a bigger purpose keeps me going. It's like this cosmic safety net outlined in Romans 8, verse 28, reminding me that everything is working together for our good, even when it doesn't feel like it. So what keeps you grounded? The Cloud 9 recipe is simple. Wrapped in a framework I call 9. N is for notice. Speaking of notice, you're probably noticing a pattern with me. Most things I teach start with awareness. How does this make you feel? Notice how this makes you feel. Am I energized, or is this zapping my energy? Do I lose track of time, or do I keep checking the clock? I is for ink. Record. Write it down. This helps create more clarity around it, which is empowering. That next N, no. That's just kind of empowering, saying no. Turn down opportunities that don't float your bubble, and don't feel guilty about it. Enact. E for enact. Now that you are more aware of what they are, your Cloud 9 activities, create opportunities for yourself to be on Cloud 9. Life isn't perfect, but focus on the good stuff you can control. Can't change your job yet? That's okay. Start dreaming and take steps towards something better. Family drama got you down? Find the bright spots and lean into them. Then schedule a Cloud 9 activity to lift you back up. The key is to stop comparing yourself to others. Heal so you don't stay stuck in your trigger cycles, and start focusing on what lights you up. Imagine a world where we all stayed in our zone and help others to do the same. Utopia, right? So, what are things that put you in your zone? What's one joy-sucking thing you can stop doing today to make room for more Cloud 9 joy? Share your zones with the community, and let's build a life worth rocking about, one joyful step at a time.